the steady companion of the NBA playoffs. And now in the new season, the pressure of playing in the NBA increases tenfold, and the best recognize its presence.
You must come ready to play every game now. You have no margin for error against any of these teams.
In game one, that tension evident early. Los Angeles veteran Terry Teagle lashed out at Rocket rookie Dave Jamerson and was banished from the game. Meanwhile, Houston's Hakeem Olajuwon was rejecting the Laker inside game. And the Rocket sharpshooters kept the visitors within a point in the final minute. That set the stage for LA's dramatic and disputed last-second win. Scott shot first, ruled not in time. Laker coach Mike Dunleavy cried, "It was good," and it was ruled good for a Laker win. And today in Los Angeles, more playoff magic.
They say the NBA is fantastic. They mean playoff time.
This is the NBA on NBC, the 1991 NBA playoffs. Today, it's the Houston Rockets versus the Los Angeles Lakers.
Inside game. Both teams had trouble getting inside. That's why the percentages were so low. Thorpe and Olajuwon for the Rockets.
It's Thorpe. Dishing back outside. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Buck Johnson fires and hits. He's been a quiet man for Houston of late.
The inside players for the Lakers are Worthy and Perkins, and they turn it over.
Kenny Smith with a loose ball sets up Maxwell in a 4-0 Houston lead. Always a mismatch with the 6'9" Johnson. Devot's way outside, and Maxwell rebounds. And Houston with a chance to take a 6-0 lead.
And you notice how quickly the Lakers come to Olajuwon. He gets a shot, Thorpe follows.
And scores. Otis Thorpe makes it 6-0 Rockets. And Mike Dunleavy wants to stop this right now. Takes the 22nd timeout. He's the wise man, Hakeem, the sage. Inside, Magic with a left-handed. And the Lakers are on the board.
Now, Magic, to his own admission, said he did not play well in game one. Ball and really give the Lakers some direction this afternoon.
Inside to Olajuwon. And it's Maxwell for three. Vernon Maxwell. He had 172 three-pointers dropped this year.
Bound. Lakers back with 6 on the clock.
Magic for three. Not there. Kenny Smith hustles it into the forecourt. Smith. Oh, my. Olajuwon rims it home. It's 11-2.
This is a Rocket team that we saw in the regular season, and they feel that they have a game plan that will work with them this afternoon.
Magic with a spinning move, but he can't hit. Olajuwon sets up Maxwell. Stolen by Byron Scott. Lakers with only the Magic Johnson basket in the first 3 minutes of the game. Worthy's first shot is there. 11-4. Worthy averaged over 21 a game, led the Lakers first time. Byron Scott for three, way off the mark, but Perkins left alone. He misses badly and goes down hard. It's Maxwell flying and blocked by Devos. Perkins. 11-7 Houston.
The Lakers can't sustain this type of pace. This is the kind of game that if they could play up and down and it's sort of a scatter game, the Rockets would prevail. They turn it up, but everyone's more alert. They're more willing to sacrifice their body, do whatever it takes to stop an opponent.
What a pass by Worthy. Devos gives the Lakers a 12-11 lead. Worthy second to Magic and assists on the year. He is an excellent feeder and sets up the table for Divac. Don Chaney's Rockets have lost their lead.
One shot now and walk the ball back up the floor.
For the Lakers, a 10-point run, and Houston is 0 for the last 10. Byron Scott snaps it inside to Worthy, to Divac again, and he scores. 2 pretty assists from Worthy.
2 and 3 people at him.
Kenny Smith hawked by Byron Scott. Throws up a bad shot, batted out by Magic Johnson. Scott around Maxwell. The Lakers have scored 14 in a row. That's Scott's first of the game.
They're settling for the easy opportunity. They've got to get some cutters moving in the direction of the hoop.
Kenny Smith ends that drought. 11 missed shots in a row. Lakers against the Spurs earlier. Worthy out there. Buck Johnson with a rebound. 111-98. Golden State winning at San Antonio earlier. Maxwell for 3. And the game is tied at 16 as Vernon Maxwell with a couple of trays today and leads all scorers with 8 for Houston.
In between the two players that had to go to 6-man roll, it was much easier for Green as Magic misses.
Divac with a steal. Perkins over Thornton. 7 for Sam Perkins to lead the Lakers.
And they got back in the ball game only to shoot themselves in the foot.
Eldon Campbell, the rookie, with the pass to Divac. No travel. And it's 20-16 Los Angeles. Divac with 7. Eldon Campbell has replaced Perkins, sitting down with 2 fouls. This is Sleepy Floyd in for the first time. The veteran from Georgetown comes out firing. Rebound Magic. Byron Scott setting for 3. 23-16 Los Angeles. Timeout Houston.
One in these situations was go right at Magic Johnson and get to the hoop.
Misses the finger roll. Rebound Green. And it goes out of bounds off Houston. Divac to Magic. What if he'd have made that one? This place would have been doing cartwheels. So that's the end of the opening period. Houston starts hot and finishes very cold. Lakers 23-16. 23-16. Larry Drew in for his first appearance, and Olajuwon is hammered underneath. Divac with the foul. David Wood has come in for Houston as Olajuwon hits a pair, and it's 23-18. Worthy. 4 for James Worthy. For L.A.
5 on the shot clock.
1 on the shot clock. It counts if it goes. And it's Divac who picks it up. Floyd with a steal. He earned this one. He gets it. Sleepy Floyd's first hoop. 7 seconds. Worthy with the drive. And a missed foul by A.C. Green, wide open. Floyd for 3. Short, but Larry Smith gives Floyd another chance. And Sleepy Floyd with a back-to-back jumpers makes it 25-22.
With Magic out, the Lakers stalled. He's back in, paired with Larry Drew in the backcourt. We'll see how that combination works for Dunleavy.
Sam Perkins for 3. Perkins hitting that tray again.
Not a guy you look to be your primary offensive player, but a guy that can score very effectively inside out.
Now he has his hands full trying to stop Olajuwon, who goes over Perkins to score his 6th point. The last 11 games, Drew for 3. Big for the Lakers, and Drew can score.
Olajuwon in his office and in a one-on-one situation. Can't stop him. Another one back-to-back.
Lakers by 3 with 7:40 left in the first half. AC Green nails a 20-footer, his first basket. Former Oregon State star who led the Lakers in rebounding for many seasons. Timeout called by Don Chaney of Houston.
With Bill Walton. And he said, if I can get this down, they can't touch it. And they haven't been able to since he perfected the shot.
After he heard the news. Lakers lead by 5. Worthy with that patented turnaround jumper. 35-28 Los Angeles.
He struggled. He has got himself mentally right, and he's really aggressive at yards against Olajuwon.
With D-Bots in there, Olajuwon not having things his way, had to use the fall-away jumper. Perkins with Larry Smith. D-Bots for 3. Oh, my. The Lakers are 5 for 8 from three-point range. I thought Houston was the three-point shooting team. Laker lead, the largest of the game, 10, and the steal by Floyd. Breaks out with Kenny Smith. Against Smith for charging against D-Bots.
Hit, he put the arm out. That's where he picked up the foul, as you'll see him come out with that right arm.
First team foul on the Rockets here in the second period. The Lakers have 2. LA with a 10-point advantage. That's the biggest lead of this game and of the series.
What the Lakers have done very well offensively is take Olajuwon out of the middle. Drew.
His second 3, and it's 41-28 LA. Olajuwon. And Hakeem has 10 to lead Houston.
He's illegal. They double-team Magic.
And it works for Houston. Boy, Magic just did get it away. 7 on the shot clock. Perkins. Assist Perkins.
A little bit confused as to where to get scoring opportunities. When they can go one-on-one with Olajuwon, that's a given, but they can't get anyone else involved.
Otis Thorpe earns that tough 2, and it's 43-34. Blocked the shot of the D-Bots, who seemed to be wide open when he received the pass. D-Bots saving to Drew. Worthy to Magic with 6 on the shot clock. Worthy for 3. Oh, they're coming in a thick basketball for the Lakers today. 9 for Worthy.
It will get them foul line opportunities, and it'll also force the Lakers to collapse defensively.
Turnabout is fair play. It was D-Bots setting up Magic Johnson. James Worthy with 2. Olajuwon. The Rockets have 8 seconds to score. D-Bots a near steal in the backcourt. Maxwell with 1 second. Scores! Vernon Maxwell kissing it home. A big 3 for the Rockets, who needed desperately to hit something long, and that cuts a Laker lead to 7 at the intermission. Spots and Worthy for Los Angeles, they're starting 5. Worthy draws the double team. The give and go to Perkins. Gets a second chance. Perkins with 12. And the answer quickly at the other end from Otis Thorpe. NBA history. In history of a 5-game series as a team rallied to win 3 in a row down the first 2. Buck Johnson rattles one home. 50-45 the score. Laker lead is 5. Kenny Smith unable to hit the 3, and it's Magic driving to the other end. break basket or transition goal for the Lakers, unlike their championship teams of the 80s. Maxwell for three. Oh, tough luck, and the rebound, Perkins. Knocked away by Otis Thorpe. Winner of the series meets the winner of the San Antonio Golden State best of 5. Olajuwon. So agile for his size. It's a lot of traffic. Worthy with 4 straight free throws here in the second half, and it's 56-47 Los Angeles. 13 for Worthy. Maxwell gets a pick from Thorpe. He has 13. Worthy still cold, 4 for 14. Shooting again today. 50% on the season, 55 career. Strokes in his 7th point.
The crowd here at the Forum is a front-running crowd, and they have to see their team doing great things before they really get involved. So they haven't been much help for their team so far, except when they put on a big spurt. Maxwell.
Beautiful runner for Vernon Maxwell, who started Florida.
It's a sign that the legs are going. Dick, he's beginning to join you and I. Maxwell.
Nothing wrong with Maxwell's pins. 58-53. He's on a tear in this third period. Magic with that hook he learned from Kareem. Thorpe rebounds for Houston. Trailing by only 5. Here come the Rockets.
Now Maxwell is a great streak shooter. He feels it. Misses it when Olajuwon gets held.
Divac picks up his 3rd foul, and we go to this commercial break with the Lakers leading by 5. Land of freeway interchanges. Lakers and their Laker girls are dancing chorus. A 5-point lead. Hardly room to celebrate, however, as the Rockets not shooting well and nevertheless very much in this game, as Olajuwon will go to the line.
Right now, and if they could get back one of their favorite plays, the pick and roll plus one inside.
Thorpe back outside to Maxwell for 3. Rattles in another, and Vernon Maxwell is red hot. 20 now for him. The Laker lead is 2. And it's now down to 2.
And with that wonderful storytelling, you tell the beauty of the 24-second clock. You can be behind and you can get back. Here comes Maxwell.
Doing it all. Outside, inside, Vernon Maxwell. It's left in the third. Scott for 3. Olajuwon holds down another. Rockets continuing their run. They were down by 7 at the intermission.
And this is the play that the Lakers have taken away from the Rockets, and that's a pick and roll, and it's taken Thorpe out of the game. Olajuwon
gives Houston the lead, the first time since the early minutes. And Mike Dunleavy wants and gets a timeout as he tries to cool Houston in a 9-point run. He takes the 22nd timeout.
The Lakers, and now they'll try to get back inside. Perkins has been the only guy to really be at the iron for the Lakers in the third quarter.
Worthy 4 for 13, passed up a pretty good shot. Divac knocks home Perkins' miss, and it's tied at 60. 14 for Vlade. Kenny Smith blocked by Perkins, controlled by Magic. Crowd awakens as Magic attacks. It was Perkins at the other end, and then Magic converting on the drive.
No one stops the basketball, and when you let Magic Johnson get that deep, these are the results of foul and a chance for a 3-point play.
Buck Johnson with his 3rd foul, and Magic now with 7 points in the game. Maxwell down the lane. Olajuwon. Oh, get out of my way,
offensive rebounding in game one. They've had a better effort here.
Last foul was on Sam Perkins, his third. Kenny Smith works his way free for the line drive. 10 for Smith. 16 and the Laker lead 3. Smith. Kenny hits another. He was red hot in the Houston victory here against the Lakers last month. Scott over Kenny Smith answers. Scott with 9.
Trying to exploit the Lakers in illegal defense. Here comes Buck Johnson.
Blocked by Divac, controlled by Maxwell with 7. Divac gets another rebound. He's played a terrific game again for Los Angeles, and the fans let him know it.
Johnson thought he was going to get to the rim. Divac with great reaction, but they don't get that one. But he comes back to get the rebound and draw the foul that will put him back on the line.
This is Kenny Smith. Buck Johnson goes out as well. David Wood in for him, and Vlade misses the second, has 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks in this game.
What he's going to do with the ball when he has it.
Sleepy Floyd to Maxwell. Misses the 3, but Otis Thorpe, an offensive rebound and score. Thorpe really came into his own this year with 8 points.
But the Lakers have taken Thorpe out of the game because they've taken away the pick and roll, and he's not able to get down in a position on the move to throw down the basketball.
Divac against Larry Smith. Vlade. Green would have loved that move. 21 to lead the Lakers. Final minute, third period.
Shot clock at 2.
And 1. Did he get it off? Yes. Batted around. That'll do it. Boy, that was almost as close as Byron Scott's shot that literally won game 1. End of 3. Mike Dunleavy's Lakers, a 4-point lead. We'll be right back.
Player. Thanks a lot, Mitch. Back to you, Dick.
Mitch, who works closely, of course, with Jerry West, the general manager here. Divac starts the fourth. The way he's been playing the entire series. 23, career playoff high for Divac.
Down the stretch, the Rockets want to come inside to Olajuwon.
Boy, that little fall-away jumper of Olajuwon's is lethal.
And that was the shot that he couldn't get at critical times when the Lakers closed him out to win that game 1.
Olajuwon with 20. Worthy battling, gets it in. David Wood to score his 17th.
Now notice, the Lakers were hot outside in the first half. Now they've moved right at point-blank range, and they know that they cannot win this ball game from the perimeter.
Olajuwon, that jump hook. Said the first U.S. basketball game he saw was a UCLA game, and as you pointed out, Bill Walton caught his eye, and that shot was one he copied.
Now Wood is having a tougher time against James Worthy and trying to contain him, and Worthy trying to get inside.
Wood's second foul will send Worthy for a chance at 3.
You can see he doesn't get his body on him. That allows James Worthy a chance to get momentum. He takes it, draws the foul.
Worthy makes it a 3-point play and a 7-point lead.
You look at Olajuwon. Now he's back on the box, and that's going to draw 3 people to the
Worthy with a steal. But his behind-the-back pass was way off mark to Scott. And it's Floyd. Here come the Lakers on the run. Lakers of old. Magic leading the way. Green is fouled. You know,
is the Laker pride. They don't want to give up that home court advantage, and they have really battled to keep the lead. Now it's up to the Rockets and Olajuwon to maintain contact.
Less than 10 to go. Houston trails by 8. Michael Thompson trying to stop Olajuwon. Maxwell for three. And Maxwell with his 5th three-pointer, and he ties an NBA record. That was his 12th three-point playoff attempt.
The Miller Genuine Draft Light. Big draft taste comes to life.
A reminder tomorrow, another doubleheader. Good, quick perimeter passing by the Lakers, and it's Byron Scott who banks it in. 11 for Scott. Inglewood native, grew up just a couple of miles from this forum, used to find ways to sneak in to see his favorite Jerry West as a kid. Despite those weary knees of his, playing some tough defense today.
You had to. Maxwell got on fire.
Scott gets Larry Smith there and hits the 2. Laker lead is 8 points, 13 for Scott. Thorpe back in for Houston for Larry Smith. Sleepy Floyd. Michael Thompson rebounds. Magic all the way. And draws the Timeout, Houston.
This is usually when the Lakers give back some of their points. We'll see if they follow their pattern.
Well, there's 2 of them. Otis Thorpe banks it home to make it 89-80. 10 for Thorpe. Lakers 6 for 7 from the floor in this 4th quarter. Under pressure. AC Green 7 for 8. Johnson's 16th assist of the game. The Lakers by 13. Kenny Smith weaving his way for that 2.
The Lakers over the last 2 minutes have accelerated the game, and this should play into the Rockets' hands if they can stiffen defensively. They got to keep the Lakers out on the perimeter, and when they miss, they got to rebound the ball. Magic inside.
Basket is good on the continuation, and Johnson is fouled.
Showtime at its best for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the crowd responds with this inside chance from Magic Johnson.
Timeout, 5:23 to go.
They're going to try to force the action, Dick and Steve, and on offense they're going to try to reverse the ball a bit more quickly. They want to penetrate just like Kenny Smith is doing there.
Thompson with a block. Magic to Scott. And he is fouled.
The Laker defense has carved the heart of the Houston Rockets and Kenny Smith right now, and they've reached in and they've squeezed it, and with a good block by Michael Thompson, a hard push the other way, and it's Byron Scott showing that great Scott is not dead, and he'll be on the line for a chance for a 3-point play. Next 2 minutes of play, and that means they got to hit some threes and some inside plays. Here's Thorpe.
Thorpe scores. Sam Perkins returns for Los Angeles. Scott fighting through that pick by Thorpe, fights through another, and then pick and roll to Thorpe. There's the play that Houston likes to work, perhaps as good as anyone in the league, but the Lakers have denied it. That's one of the rare times it's worked.
With David Wood, Worthy
with 23, just above his average on the regular season. Thorpe hit the underside of the board. Magic to Worthy. To Scott. Look at Perkins fight. Jump ball. For the Laker fans, certainly the most exciting action saved for last today, and that's over Cheney.
Or front running or not, the Laker fans are seeing why the Lakers are winning this ball game. They wanted more. They're on the floor. They're doing all of the things that indicate that they've got playoff hustle, and the Rockets don't. The Houston Rockets have had it sporadically.
Olajuwon controls Perkins' tap. Kenny Smith to the other. Blocked by Perkins. Wood is fouled. Worthy left wide open by Wood as he tried the double team. And James Worthy feasting here in the fourth.
The question that they'll ask in Houston is, where was Buck Johnson? He did a good defensive job, great penetration by Smith.
Setting up Otis Thorpe. It's 103-89. Shot is, but tried to pass off it. Not effectively. Kenny Smith drills it from three-point range. 103-92.
Playoff series.
Under 2 minutes to go now, and the Lakers protecting an 11-point lead. Johnson. Scott with one. Beats the buzzer. Worthy with the runner. Rebound Olajuwon.
But Worthy has been a different offensive player. With Buck Johnson out of the ball game, Maxwell deep. He got another three.
Maxwell with that three.
In the fourth, they were only down 4, and they'll have to make some big adjustments when they come back on Tuesday.
James Worthy. Magic setting him up. I don't think Magic was an engineering major at Michigan State, but boy, he certainly has engineered and orchestrated magnificently in this fourth period. 2.5-second difference in the clocks. Magic with 1 second. Los Angeles convincingly 109-98. Mike Dunleavy in his first year as a playoff coach. Don Chaney, work to be done at home, but the Rockets, many felt, were the toughest team to face for the Lakers this first round. They'll have a chance to prove it back in Houston. 109-98, back in a moment.